In the 11th century, a peculiar utensil made its way to Europe from Byzantium. A small, golden instrument with two prongs. It was introduced by a noblewoman named Theodora, who used it at an extravagant Italian banquet. The reaction. Shock and whispers. To many, the fork seemed unnecessary, even offensive. Church leaders condemned the fork as blasphemous. They argued that God had already provided humans with natural tools, their hands. Using a fork, they said, was an insult to divine design. The fork became a symbol of vanity and extravagance, shunned by much of medieval Europe. Over time, the fork began to find its place, especially in Italy, where its design was perfect for eating pasta. By the Renaissance, it was a mark of sophistication, embraced by the upper classes. But even then, it took centuries for the rest of Europe to accept it. In the 17th century, the fork gained a foothold in France, thanks to King Louis XIV. From there, it crossed the Channel to England, where it was initially met with skepticism. Yet, the tide was turning. The fork's practicality eventually won over even the most reluctant diners. By the 19th century, the fork was no longer controversial. It had become a universal dining tool, essential at every table. Today, it's hard to imagine that this simple utensil, once seen as scandalous, faced such resistance in its journey to acceptance.